Hey everyone, so just over the past 3 weeks, I've been able to close about $8,900 in sales just from Facebook tools. So Facebook like automation. I'm going to show you exactly how I did that, my kind of framework of what I do, and then the tools that I use to do this, and how you can get those tools for free. Okay, so here we go. Also, I've been watching a little David Blaine, so I'm just going to just do this trick for you real quick. There you go. All right. I just had to do that. All right. So here we go. This is my framework of how I do things. So on Facebook, you can only send 50 messages per day. So I just want you to remember that, 50 messages per day. If you have a brand new account on Facebook, you have to also start with something lower. Or if you're not very active on Facebook, start lower. So just do like 10 messages a day and then ramp up to 15, 20, 25, right? So make sure you do that. Then the next thing is usually the philosophy that I use, right, is you connect with somebody, right? So you have someone in the Facebook group and that's them and they're an owner of some sort of agency, whatever, whoever you're targeting. So you find someone that you're trying to target and you send them a friend request. So that's the first thing is just send them a friend request. So add them as a friend. And the next thing you do is just message them directly about your offer. So you say, hey, I've got this offer. I've offer, right? We became a baby, and this is how we talk. I've offer. I didn't even spell offer right. All right, so that's basically it. So we connect with somebody as a friend, okay, and then we message them saying, "Hey, this is my offer." How do we do this on autopilot? So I've just been doing it on autopilot by using automation tools, and I've been able to, like I said, close about $9,000 in deals. Let's look here. This is my appointment log. These are real people. Okay, this is real closes. Okay, so that's what I've been doing. So here we go. Some tools that I've been using. There's a couple different tools. I'm going to show you. I'm just kind of going to do an overview of like the tools that are on the market and which ones you should be using or shouldn't be using, or you can decide for yourself. So we have Pepper here, and I've done a lot of research on all these different tools. So I'm not going to go too in depth about what each of them does, but Pepper is a pretty cool tool. It allows you to, they kind of teach the philosophy of you need to connect and build rapport. Now, I do not believe in this philosophy because I've said it in other videos that building rapport, or not, dude, building rapport just does not work. Okay, so that's what I think. The reason for that is because if you say to someone, hey, how's your day going? And then they respond saying, oh, it's going great. How do you lead that over into a call, right? It's kind of hard to do that. To lead something that's from there into a call is pretty difficult. So what I like to do is just send a connection request, then send a message saying, hey, this is what I do. But I'm just going to give Pepper a chance. I'm going to show you. I've used this tool. I'm just going to show you kind of the what they have to offer. $97 per month. It goes up to $250 per month. It can do, what's cool is that it's a little more advanced than the other tools on the market, but it can find people and then add them as a friend, and then a couple days later you can automatically send a message to those that actually accepted your friend request. So it's a little more advanced in that way. And it's also got a CRM tool built into it, and if you get this, they have canned responses, but again, I don't really recommend. I mean, it's for $100 more. I don't think it's worth buying it for canned responses, and then you have VIP calls. Again, I don't think it's worth it. So now, $250 is still not a lot of money. Like, if I'm making $9,000 a month and I pay $250 to make that $9,000, is that worth it? Yeah, it's very worth it. But in terms of it just doesn't use the framework that I like to use. And for me, I've used this tool and it just didn't work as well as I wanted it to. I wanted it to work, right? I wanted to invest into this, but it just didn't work for me. So another tool that we have is Facebook, Super Facebook Tools. And the reason I've used this tool as well, it is more of just a CRM. So it kind of, Pepper has a CRM built into it. But this is basically just a CRM. It has some automation into it, but it's just not really meant for outbound outreach. Now they have updates coming out and all this stuff, but I personally do not use this. It's more for like building the lists and building a Facebook group and all this stuff. It has its value, but for me, it's not really worth trying this if you're trying to just reach out to people to go out with your offer. So I just want to put out these tools. I'm just going to show you some of the tools just so that you see what's out there and what works and what doesn't work. just so that you don't go making this mistake of like what I do, which is buy these tools and then realize that that's not what I wanted. So next one is L Messenger Pro. This is a pretty cool tool. So it allows you to do what I like to do, which is send a friend request, then send a message directly after the friend request. It also has a CRM tool built into it. So it has all the things, and I can show you kind of what the CRM tool looks like. I've got my own CRM tool that I like to use, but this has its own CRM tool built into it. You can add tags, follow up with people, all this stuff. But it basically does the thing where it just goes into a Facebook group. You can do keywords like I want the owners or CEOs, founders, people with those keywords in their title, and I want to message them. So it'll do that for you. So, So, anyways, the next thing is Friend Connector. So this is the tool that I personally like to use, and I'm using it right now on another account. I can show you right here. So this is kind of how it looks, right? So it's going into a Facebook group, finding someone that says, this says VP of Operations, right? And then it's, coordinator or whatever. So this is the tool that I like to use. And the reason is because it has some features that other tools do not have. So I'm going to go into this group and I'm going to show you what I kind of mean. So L Messenger Pro has the feature to do keywords and all that stuff, but it does not have the feature. I don't believe it has the feature to do negative keywords. So let's say like this account, right? Trying to target, what are they called? Steel materials, it's roofing companies or contractors in general. So we're trying to target contractors, and we want to use negative keyword filters as well, because the negative keywords are like agency or marketing or growth. So, in these groups like South Florida contractors, subcontractors, there's people that go in these groups that are doing the same thing that we're doing. So they're trying to target those people, and they're trying to say, hey, we can help you build your business. And we don't want to do that at the same time that they're doing it. We don't want to send them a message. We don't want to waste our time doing that stuff. So what I mean is, like, if we could, if there's 50 people in there in the group that are just agency owners and we message all 50 of them, then we wasted our time for the day, right? So we can only send 50 messages a day, so we don't want to waste our time with people that are doing the same thing that we're doing. So what's really cool about that is that we can, have negative keywords so that we don't target people that are like agency owners or whatever, or whatever you're trying to target. So if you're a coach and you're targeting people that need help with fitness, then you do not want to target other coaches, right? So we want to put a negative keyword saying coach. So yeah, that's that. Next thing is that they have country filters. So you can target countries that are like, we just want the USA, right? Which is really cool, because if I can't help anyone in Russia, like I don't want to send a message to Russians. Not obviously that's not a bad thing, but if I can't help anyone in, if I can't help anyone in the UK, right? So some customers I can't help because they're in the UK and they want to target people in the UK. I can't really target anyone in the UK. I can only target people in the US. So for that reason, I don't want to send messages to people in the UK, so I don't waste my time, So anyways, that's that. Then we have, what else do we have? Oh, gender filter. So the gender filter is cool. I just have a client that, she only targets women entrepreneurs. So that's why that works in that way. So that's what I like to use. This costs $100 per month. Friend Connector does. But the upgrade is $30 per month. And the upgrade is basically being able to use the country filter and the negative keywords and the gender filter. So you can use, keywords, but you can't use negative keywords if you have the basic version, the $100 a month version. What's also weird is that this tool does not have a CRM tool, which most of the tools nowadays just have a CRM tool built into it. But this tool does not. But I was going to show you how to get this for almost basically free. So as of right now, the tool, if you see on here, if I go up here, this does not say Friend Connector. It says Prospect Connector Pro. So I was using Friend Connector, but Prospect Connector is free because it's being white labeled. So Friend Connector allows you to white label their tool. You pay so much money per month and you can white label it and sell it to other people. So I found someone who white labels Friend Connector and they call it Prospect Connector. And really cool guy. It's this guy right here, actually. And he's selling it for free if you just join his group. But if you want the upgrade, which is the gender filter and all that stuff, it costs $50 one time as of right now. He said he's going to change the price to like I don't know, like $50 per month or $49 per month, something like that. So if he does change the price, it's still well worth it, right? If he keeps it under $50, it's still really worth it, because the same tool costs $100, right? From the founder, it costs $100. All the other tools cost $100. If you're selling it for $50, is it not worth it? So that's that. I would recommend using this tool because I use it every single day. And again, as I said, I've booked a ton of calls just on Facebook over this is 3/7, it is now 3/28, just through Facebook. And I haven't even been as consistent as I wanted to be. Like there's some days where I wasn't consistent with this. So this tool works really well if you have the right message. So I'm going to kind of go over messaging just for a little bit. When you're sending a message, you want to be direct. You want to kind of say like what you're trying to offer. So hey, Forrest, I can bring you 40 high quality sales appointments per month if you're open to chatting. So that's what I offer, right? I just help people get more appointments. So I go out with that offer because if you're interested, you'll say yes. If you're not interested, you'll just won't respond to it, or you'll say no. So it helps me, separate the wheat from the chaff, right? So it helps me separate people that are interested from the people that are interested. So it makes it a lot easier. I don't want to start conversations with people that aren't actually interested. So imagine me saying, hey, Forrest, how are you doing today? And then he says, oh, I'm great. And then, we go back and forth. And he was never interested in my products. And I go out saying, are you interested in growing your business by doing, more appointments through automation? And he says, no, I'm not. And I said, okay, great. Well, thanks for wasting my time. So if I just go out directly with the offer saying, hey, this is what I do, then I don't have to waste my time going through, this whole back and forth building rapport phase. So yeah, that's that. I also have another tool that I like to use called Messenger Organizer. I like to use this tool because it's basically the CRM tool. So all the other tools kind of have a CRM built into it. This is how it looks, and all the other tools it just kind of looks like this. And it's got just all these different, you can tag people, you can send, what are they called? So I can add this person, do this, and then this little button right here, we can send them to he's interested or I need to follow up with him, and I can add some text, I can assign, and then we go back into here. And if I refresh the page, it'll show him that he's an interested prospect. So you can also do this thing, which is that right there. And this is a canned responses. So Pepper has a canned responses feature, but you have to pay an extra $100 to have that canned response feature, which is a lot more than, it's crazy. This is $30 per month, this Messenger Organizer. And it's, it's got this pretty cool. So you just have templates that you can use, and you can just send canned responses. So usually I'll get a lot of people saying, yes, I'm interested. And so, or they'll say, how does it work? And so I can just say, I click this button and I say, or not, what I do. And so it just says, I use SMS, email, Facebook to reach out to your target audience, follow up with leads until, blah, blah, blah. And I just can send it like that. I can also have, I've got this thing to where I have this site. I can also, send people to my group, right? Just giving them a link to my group. And I've got a website kind of explaining what I do. So I can put that in there. And we have a variable right here saying name. So I can put in variables into this. So for some reason it doesn't work on here. So I have to go into messages. And then I have to send it. So I go here. And then I go here. And then what I do, site, and boom. So as you can see, it filled the name with Forrest. So then I can just send that, and this is pretty cool. It's called UClick. It's another tool that I like to use, and it sends this dynamic landing page. So as you can see, it says, "Hey Forrest, check this out." So that's pretty cool about a Messenger Organizer. So putting these tools together, I like using Friend Connector or Prospector Pro because you have these gender filters, these country filters that no other tool has. And then just adding this Messenger Organizer on top of that, it just kind of gives you what every other tool is marketing right now. So that's what I use. Again, as I said, I've made $9,000 over the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, just using this tool or these tools together, and it works really well. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was helpful for you. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.